Hey Legionnaires, welcome back. We're here within the NTW3 Peninsula Battlefield. We have a battle at Talavera here. This is actually a preset scenario that's done by the Lord's Discord for Talavera. Supposedly, I guess it's got the right cause, the historical units, etc. They were all at this battle. And so you get Battle of Talavera fought in 1809 between the French and the British and the Spanish. All there is one of Wellington's major victories in the Peninsula campaign, and it sets the precedent for the Peninsula War as it kind of carries on. France slowly getting pushed back throughout the Peninsula. Looks like here we're going to see, as usual, the French coming forward as they did in history. Long columns, so they're looking the wrong way today, it seems, as they prepare for an assault. It looks like there's going to be a big assault around these ruins as well. We actually have a British artillery piece already set up here. They are already firing and cannon shots. These are like the Dutch infantry here. These guys are getting absolutely butchered. I haven't lost too many yet. We've got Grenadiers of the Dutch here as well. You be careful, don't shoot their own troops as they march across the Nassau and Bar.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
And there you go, the British have occupied the building, and now the French must get them out of it. I believe that we have at least one Sebastiani, a Joseph, I've seen a Victor, I presume it's a 4 before. But I've only seen 3 generals for the French, but I mean, looking at the numbers here today, I feel like there's definitely going to be 4 armies. We have a lot of cav in the rear here, in the sense you can see lots of dragoons being kept here. And we've got, what else we've got here? Dragoons. Oh wow, yeah, it's just all dragoons. Okay, fair enough. Hussars, Chevaliers. Yeah, just a lot of Chevaliers, Hussars, and dragoons with cav. As the British are moving on forward. Looks like already an artillery piece here might be under danger of being routed. British artillery here being absolutely pounded by the superior French artillery guns. And no surprise there, to be honest. And it looks like the French have already been forced back. The Nassau infantry here failing to take these guns. They're being supported here by, looks like, some Royal Welsh Fusiliers, something like that. We also have Spanish now arriving for help over here. This is going to be much needed help, as the Spanish can provide mass, along with also sort of like decent cav as well, as we're seeing some of that cavalry now go into action as they try to get this horse artillery, and they might just about do it, I think, actually.
Our men are running
there. We have dragoons now moving to support. It looks like these are Joseph's dragoons, and it should be an easily match fight, I imagine. There you go. The French dragoons have managed to rout the Spanish cavalry. Got more Spanish cav. It's been scared off by some line infantry Barden here. But here we go, more cav going in on the left flank here. So we have Joseph being attacked again. Silence of light cavalry are not going to stand much of a chance against the French dragoons. But more French dragoons being attacked on multiple flanks here. This is going to be problematic for them. And so they are trying to charge in. The French are sending in more and more cavalry of their own. And it looks like the Spanish are going to get routed. They are very, very lucky there. We've got more cavalry here. Chasseurs now coming in. They're going to try and sandwich this cavalry here. Dragoons for the Spanish going in. There you go. This battle is getting underway very nice and quickly here. Big cavalry fights on the flank, deciding the outcome of the Spanish the cavalry fight quite quickly. Chevaliers here, the Royal Guard of Spain. These are the Spanish guards.
Are running for.
These are the Spanish guardsmen loyal to Joseph, like part of his regime. They have been routed, unfortunately. So it's going to come down to some good old French chasseur cheval to do the job and getting rid of these Spanish cav here. And we'll see if they can do just that. And they did indeed. There you go. Well done to the Frenchies there. They managed to, it seems, to get rid of a lot of the Spanish cav. There is still some very much alive back here. And Spanish infantry is now on the retreat as well, going back towards Talavera itself. Looks like in the center, though, it looks like the French still being repulsed with the Grenadiers and Poland are being removed. We've got the Visual Lancers now coming forward here. They're going to be forced back by squares. Now it's time for the infantry forward. Sebastiani's infantry now needs to come forward. It needs to get into melee fights and do what it can when the squares are up. Here we go, French going in. It looks like British cavalry going in as well. We've got hussars here going in. They're going up against squares. Looks like French caval's going to come and support. Hussars going to deal with the French hussars. And here we go, the Visible Legion goes in again. The Lancers of the Visible Legion routed. That's a shame to see. They're a very good unit. Starting to rout as well for the French. The British are also being stabilised here in this fight. And now we're seeing Chasseurs Cheval coming up. They might be able to help rout this British infantry. They need to be careful on the charge over French units though. There you go, well done. They managed to rout one British unit here. Can they get a couple more? We will see. Sebastiani really stacking up his columns here. Again, the British form square and repel the chasseurs. Now, send in the infantry. Send in the boys. That's how you're going to play it. Sacrifice cav almost to just send in the infantry. Light Dragoons here managed to rout some of the French infantry that was successful. And now we're going to see hussars get charged by multiple units of French cav here. Oh, sorry, the Light Dragoons get charged by multiple units. French cav, one of which is a hussar. Look at this relentless cavalry charge here from the French. Got more dragoons coming in. The British Saints are really under heavy pressure here. Those dragoons are in some pretty dirty brown uniforms. The Royal Dragoons. Very dirty brown uniforms. Yes, if you're enjoying the NTW3 action and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and show support. As we have British heavy dragoons here going on in. They are going to be stopped by Grenadiers. The line here, forming square. They have repelled, won the guerre themselves though. But this could be costly here for both sides. To be honest, Grenadiers here could be lost. The guerre stopping the British light dragoons. Yeah, if the British aren't careful, they can do some very good cav here. Looks like some infantry of theirs is breaking. And the cav's gone as well, and more heavy cav coming in here. They have shattered this French infantry unit here, but there is plenty of cav waiting in behind that could countercharge and deal some nasty damage to those British heavy dragoons. It seems like the French have managed to get in amongst the British here, actually managed to break them. This is not good. You lose to Britain. They're starting to struggle here. They need the Spanish help. Should have given some nice side shots here with the Royal Wellington Fusiliers. They can't miss the French in front of them. At point blank range, in go the Grenadiers of the Dutch. The Dutch Grenadiers. There they go. Getting shot in the flank by British infantry here. It's brutal to see. What else we got for? More Barden infantry. It's the Les Invincibles. Seems like the British also being attacked on this hill now. The French making their assault up the hill. What we've got going in here? Just a line between the Spanish, not Spanish, the Swiss ones there. Helvet. I think they're going to get broken though. The Spanish are over here as well, sniffing about. They've got a cav over here, so French do need to be careful of that. It doesn't seem like they've got any cav really over here, and the Spanish are getting in behind. The French do have guns and stuff back here, and they have a lone chasseur. They might want to think about shifting that around there because these guns are not going to be well protected otherwise. Spanish cav rushing down the centre here, trying to stop some columns of French infantry. That is looking like a very successful charge there. I imagine the French infantry won't stand for long. The guns are coming forward here. The artillery, 6-pounders here. These are Barden artillery. Well, German artillery here. Serving the French. I think it's going to bombard this ruin. They don't get through. Looks like the Dutch Grenadiers are still battling on in here. And it looks like we're going to see another Dragoon force coming forward. They're going to go for those guns, I imagine. Here we go. Daring charge, a lot of Dragoons fell there. They went in for a charge against the Spanish guns. They might rally here. That was very, very unlucky for the Spanish. They did not rout all those Dragoons. We went from a 71 man unit down to 56. They absolutely murdered. And yeah, they're very lucky. The French still managed to get away with that one. Going into the side of the Spanish here. Of course, also routing now, but they've done their bit. They've managed to rout that gun, but it was a great cost. British still holding on here. Looks like Spanish cav went forward. The French have repelled it. We might be about to see a charge here, maybe onto the Spanish lines. I don't know. They're going to have to do something around this room. They're going to break through somehow. Whether they're going to use the cavalry here and then also the infantry, combine them together to try and smash through the centre. Spanish infantry giving support might be a weak point in the line as well. They can't form square. Here we go. Spanish going into the back lines, taking out the guns here. That is one gun emplacement gone. And there's a line infantry back here as well. The Grissons, they're going to get taken out as well. And there's other guns, I think, might just about get it out of here. Yeah, they managed to move this other one out of the way. But it looks like it's not going to be escaping Spanish clutches today. I like cav here from the Spanish going on in.
Our men are running first.
They're going to rush in and take out this gun right now. There you go. Nice old win. Glorious. Glorious move there. I don't think the... the French do have a chasseur here still. I'll have to scare off that cav. I'm surprised since they could see all the cavalry moving as well. They did react to it. The French are like, we'll just carry on pushing forward, it'll be fine. French keep coming up the hill. They are kind of cresting the hill now, but look what's waiting for them. Heavy cav from the British, and the British heavy crews ready to come in. Technically the only heavy cav on the battlefield here today, I guess. Apart from the Spanish, might have some heavy cav, I'm not sure. But yeah, the heavy crews here are very, very dangerous. Got some hussars here, they've failed to break through to the British. Actually, they didn't form square, I don't know if they could. It doesn't matter because the British cav behind them repelled that French attack. So here we go, bayonet charges, going in. Bayonets are falling, grenadiers are going in. This is just the exact unit you want to try and break through this line. British heavy cav here though is just going to stand on a long line and then already get a charge off. There they go. And they go trying to repel French infantry here. Lots of infantry, like grenadier units down here. I've counted at least 2, maybe 3. They're all going in. Here they go. Try and break through this British line. Some of them are like orange or red lining. Still looking good for the British. Good volley just at the last second there. That will do some damage to the French as they go in. More heavy cav shifting this direction. The left flank is very much being strained by the British, and you see multiple allied units are breaking, both Spanish and British here. British heavy cav is also broken, and the French might crest the hill. They might take this hill, which has got some very key artillery on it. Certainly seems like the centre here for the French is very much given up as well. Looks like the centre is now shifting left. The French left, and is going to try and negotiate that with the forces there. Looks like Joseph's having no luck at breaking through. We are now seeing guards, or Crusaders of the Royal Guard, Grenadiers of the Royal Guard, and all together, so bringing every variant forward. The Spanish now going to be battling against their kin in that fight there, and you can see Joseph Bonaparte on the front lines, brother of the Emperor, ready to do his bit, prove to his brother that he's a good commander. Looks like we're going to see more artillery here. The Barden artillery actually is going to survive by the skin of its teeth.
Sir, our general is under attack.
General under attack? Oh, Joseph's under fire. Oh, he'll be telling his brother all about that, how he was shot up by the Spanish. How he's in the thick of the fighting. And now that after they've broken that the cav there, they're going in for the lights here, the chasseurs. Going to rout those. And can they get behind enemy lines? I don't know. There is a British cav here ready to stop any sort of shenanigans. I think the chasseurs are going to be forced back. And look at this, French movements over here are looking very concerning right now.
We have killed their general, sir.
The general has fallen. That is not good. So I think, yeah, one of the British generals, I think, must have died. I don't know whether it's a combat gen or whether it was actually a general. I can't see any sort of general staff dying and retreating. But this is not good at all for the British, who have been absolutely shattered on the side here. There's still a building they've got to take, the French, and also the gun emplacement has not yet been taking either Spanish and British guns up there.
We have killed their general.
Another general has died.
Now they must break.
Another general this time on this side. Which again, that's got to be a combat general. I cannot see any general staff around here where they brought me to, but this seems that even though they lost of a general, the French are still going to get routed here by the British. Spanish still with their cab over here. Still a health unit. Looks like it could be heavy cab or at least something fairly decent. It's going in anyway for infantry here. Slamming on in. Can't really see what's going on because of the woodland, but there you go. Imagine around that tiny little French unit, you'd expect no less. The light infantry are forming square. They're going to fire point blank into the Spanish. And the building has been captured. The ruins have finally been captured. We've got the Polish grenadiers in there to take the building. And now the French shifting more of their forces this way. Joseph over here. We've got, I imagine, Sebastiani's on his way. No, he's actually going back towards the centre, Sebastiani. He sees an opportunity to hit the very much open British flank here as that British force is now turning to deal with Victor. Joseph here now having to deal with the Spanish. Can he even engage Cav? I feel like he's got Cav superiority at this point. Put them down, boys. Put them down. The Spanish can't all form square like the British. They don't have all their Cav. So they can't stop the charges. Now the French cavalry is just felling Spanish unit after Spanish unit. And there you go, a general's died. Victor, I think, has fallen. He's been killed off by British dragoons who've been plowed all the way through. And they've managed to kill off Victor, who was, yeah, very much a general staff. And as you can see here, it looks like Victor's corps might be being stopped in his tracks a little bit, just a little bit, because we've got no general now. We'll see what happens. I think the next real push is if the French can deal with the Spanish force over here, they pretty much have the line, like the battle cleared up. It looks fairly even. I mean, the Sebastiani's corps, I guess, is yet to really fly into the flank here of the British. Once it does, that might turn this fight around. Victor, otherwise, could get mass shouted, I guess, with like losses here. I mean, he's also running his Laguerre, which is not the smartest of ideas, I don't think. He's going to tire these guys out. They already don't have great morale. Now that they've lost their commander-in-chief. Still a heavy cab to sit about. Still very much an option there for the British to try and use. We definitely could do with it over on this side because look at this. The French cab is running riot. There you go, more infantry being broken. It's not helped that multiple units of Spanish infantry are breaking. It's just obsessing all the other ones. This one performs square, I think, though.
All of them are running.
There you go, finally seen that unit manage to hold off the French cab. The dragoons are getting in behind. And there you go, they did break one of the dragoons here. And the square nearly crumbled as well. Yeah, Joseph is just picking off Spanish infantry units here. Even the units that are forming square are starting to break, like this one here. I mean, they're getting shot at by Voltigeurs, I think, the guards. Cab going in and charging head on into the Spanish lines. Bit of a suicide mission, but they're just taking out as many units as they can. Speed is of the essence. They need to get these guard units here just to start meleeing what units are forming square. So I imagine they're decent at melee. Then the Voltigeurs are the guard forward as well. We've got Jourdan over here. So we do have two Joseph corps, actually, sorry. We have two Joseph corps, not two Sebastiani or Victor corps. So that's interesting to know. So yeah, Jourdan also here with a Joseph corps. So I imagine one was primarily cav, one was then primarily like guard units, I imagine is the case. Got the Royal Dragoons here. Forward once again. Spanish disappearing into the woodland, trying to stay alive. The general over here, yeah, it's not looking good for that force. It looks like Talavera could be seeing a very different Victor here today at the moment. No pun intended. Victor here trying to get that victory, but But he is seeing some stiff resistance now. A lot of his units starting to break, including Grenadiers. Probably not helped by the loss of his commander. Sebastiani now arriving. These forces, though, have seen a lot of action. Yeah, look at this. The French struggling a little bit now. Wonder whether this British force can maybe turn it around. It's unlikely, but they, especially with the soldiers just breaking there again. French lines, though, are being stopped in their tracks by the Cav, allowing this British player over here to rally. There is still one general here on this side. Still not meant to take the guns out. The guns are still a problem. They could just do with a little bit of Cav over on this side. I feel like the French, so they could really just mop up a lot of the problems. We are seeing a lot of Joseph's cavalry actually now shift across. Looks like we're going to see dragoons being moved across. So that's a good sign. Maybe going to help their comrades out. And Spain is on the run. Whether they're going to get out of here alive, I do not know. We've got 2 units of French cav here, still looping around, and they're probably going to start picking off these columns when they get the chance. The units are running, trying to catch up with the Spanish lines. Grenadiers, the old guard. I mean, generally all the old Royal Guard units do look cool. I mean, there you go, a charge into the columns, finish these guys off. Grenadiers are the choice. It's not a bad choice as well to go for. There we go, another charge coming into the Royal Dragoons. Spain shooting back his own men. That's always a great help. That might
our men are running
broke the dragoons before they broke the Spanish. Wow, I am surprised. Fair enough. Still more Spanish here. Look at this. So many Spanish units here. Guard managed to catch a couple of these units, but not many. Now Britain's actually falling back on this hill, trying to use the gun emplacement up here as his sort of stronghold. Not a bad idea. Victor is still the one sort of spearheading this assault. So we're seeing the guns kind of getting moved, the Spanish guns falling back a little bit. British guns still going to fire canisters. Don't know which one unit they're trying to hit. I think this one here. This on there. There's bells, moustaches. Charge in, boys. Save. Kill the guns. I think the British here are going to try and save their guns. Or not. There you go, the French managed to dislodge that gun and sort of. The Spanish are coming into the flank with Grenadiers. There you go, the Spanish are broken. The French break also, the British do as well. Now the British heavy cav goes down for one last hurrah. Victor's units could have formed square, didn't. But one of them could have. Now the French fire into the flanks of the British heavy cav, routing it. French infantry holds on. Very nicely done. More Spanish cav getting routed here by French squares. Sebastiani doing his bit. Looks like now Sebastiani's turning round and he's going with the Grenadiers of the line infantry. Apparently they're walking. They do not look like they're walking. They're going into a bayonet charge. They're going to stop those Spanish from forming up. They're going to keep them square.
Our men are running.
More French infantry going in, they're routing Spanish unit after Spanish unit. Some of the Joseph infantry here is routing. They're going to charge the guards here. The Grenadiers and the guards being challenged by the Spanish. The bold move might pay off.
are running, sir.
And they did. Look at that. The Grenadiers, the old guards did break, but they also did manage to break the Spanish with them. A bit of a shock, though, that is for sure. These Grenadiers still going on. Just seems as though we're just waiting on the last few units here to break. The Spanish pretty much shattered. There's a couple of British units still alive. A general here that is moping about looking for, I don't guess, salvation or something. The British still haven't lost their guns though. Kind of impressive. There you go. Just lost them. Still something in that building as well. I imagine it's a Spanish grenadier. There's been a lot of them around here. A lot of Spanish grenadiers moping about around there too. Yes, it does seem as though the Battle of Talavera is going to have a very different
our men are running,
result
sir.
in this sort of preset scenario that is set up by the Lords Discord or NTW3. Very, very cool. It's nice. I mean, literally, like, the battle starts almost immediately. Everything's set up, pre-set up for you. And you just basically march forward and you get going. You don't even pick your armies. You just, they're pre-picked for you. So it's cool. I kind of like it. Reminds me of the ACW sort of scenarios that there are as well, which you just basically get your armies given to you and you just go straight away. Now the French have the high ground. They know what it feels like to be Obi-Wan. Firing for the high ground here. I think this is Wellington, actually. It has to be. I haven't seen him die yet. Wellington there. Being shot at, trying to be protected by his Spanish allies. His redcoats have failed him. And just send these boys in. You rout these Spanish and Wellington pretty easily, I'd imagine. Or Wellesley, as I should call him at this point. French Cav also getting ready for one last charge. Still got some good grenadiers there to do the job. Get rid of them. Get rid of that unit, whatever it is. Yeah, the grenadiers are getting ready. There we go. Let's go the dragoons. There you go. Spanish grenadiers broken. Wellesley will join them shortly, I imagine. There he goes, battling away. Oh no! Rip in peace, Wellesley. He's gone. And there's still one grenadier here. Oh, it's the unit inside. It's the couple of guys outside the building. They couldn't fit in there. Oh, they're getting killed off. That is sad to see. A bit of a scummy way to do it, but it is, I guess, an effective way to kill them off. Cavalry here doing the job. And a lot of deaths, though. There's a small price to pay. I don't know if I actually can even manage to do it, to be honest. We'll just fast forward while we wait for some sort of outcome. Doesn't seem
our
like that
men are running,
sir. Manage it. Yeah, they're going to get broken. I think now we're going to see columns of French infantry come forward here, and they will break that building down if they have to, like room by room. How well, yeah, not house by house. It's only like technically two houses slapped together. Yeah, it should be easy enough to take. It is looking like a grenadier in this. It's going to require probably French grenadiers to take it out because the Spanish grenadiers are pretty nasty. Yeah, see what they can do. Keep killing them, boys. They're redlining, and there you go. I think that's the final unit. Oh no, it's not. There's a lot of Spanish units that have just re-rallied. So I'm just gonna make a quick cut, and I'll see you guys at the end results when all these units have finally been rounded. Because I don't think this is gonna make much of a difference. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. I think I'm mopping up. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, so we are at the end of the battle. So it took a little bit of time for the final sort of Spanish units to get routed. Went all the way back to Talavera over here and had to rout these guys here. But eventually the French were victorious, so there you go. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this battle. This was sent in by Johnny Le Buffoon. I didn't get the end results, unfortunately. I don't know whether they get. Johnny was saying that the preset like scenarios don't like have end results or something like that. So that's a bit of a shame if that's the case. But we'll have a look at the unit stats anyway. As you can Johnny was playing as one of the Joseph Corps. And as you can see, the Fusiliers of the Royal Guard getting 379 kills. I don't know if they farmed a few kills or something, but yeah, I think they must have for like a loss of 10 men. They must have farmed a lot, I think. But the cavalry here doing pretty well. 199 kills, very, very nice. 180 kills for the dragoons here. And then we've got more dragoons getting 177 kills, 170 with the grenadiers of the guard before they broke. 165 kills with another dragoon. Chasseurs getting 93 kills. Yes, massive kills in this one. So yeah, the dragoons. I mean, so many dragoons were available for this Joseph Corps. It's insane. I mean, an absolutely massive army, that is for sure. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, it's actually, I think this Joseph Corps had 2 generals, in fact, maybe. I thought it maybe I was 2 separate armies, but in fact it had 2 generals. Oh, I did not realize that. Fair enough. But there you go, guys. That is like the preset Talavera scenario that there is for NTW3. I hope you did enjoy. Certainly was a fun one. And yeah, the British are going to be sent packing back towards Portugal. And yeah, it's going to be a rough old campaign for them from now as Wellington's main army and only army has been defeated. And that might mean French domination in the Spanish and Iberian Peninsula. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next NTW3 battle. Bye for now.